Hey guys, regarding the little season of Satan in the end times, um, before the battle of Gog and Magog, and before the Great White Throne Judgment, and before the encompassing of the camp of the saints, written about in Revelation in the Bible, um, I was just thinking, 1776 was the Declaration of Independence. And I'm thinking, what if that's the day that Satan was released from the bottomless pit that he was sealed and chained up in? And the short season or little season that was talked about in Revelation is precisely 250 years. If you put 250 years on 1776, it adds up to 2026, I believe. I think it was in America the summer of 1776, which I believe, I don't know off the top of my head when summer is in America. But I'm just thinking, hey, maybe we are a lot closer to the end than one would think. If you don't know what the this whole short season thing is, I've been studying it for I think since 2020 or 2019 or 2021. All I remember is there was a channel called Exploring Tartaria, I think. So at first, I got really deep into these conspiracies like when I was a kid, like sitting on the computer at community college when I was like 16 or 17 years old. And I'd look into the flow of money and how money is not real and all this stuff. And then the pyramid on the $1 bill in America, I'd be like going through rabbit holes of the Illuminati and all this stuff. I realize now that's just a distraction. And they want you to look. Paul Stubbs has a good video on this on his channel, which is called Understanding Conspiracy, where he talks about a lot of stuff regarding the little season and the encompassing the camp of the saints thing. And I've backslidden a lot in my life. I've gone from being very Christian, but never religious. Started becoming a Christian in 2016 when I had a religious experience. And then slowly I kind of stopped believing and went through the usual steps of backsliding. And then when it hit like 2020 or whatever, around then, I found through researching flat Earth at first, which I'm not sure if I believe or not. But what I did believe was in Tartaria, how history has been hidden from us in the past, and that there's a huge blanket over the walls of our eyeballs that we're not seeing what actually took place. And you see all these cathedrals and marvelous buildings, and then you see the people that occupied during the time that these are supposedly built, and it just doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. They were only capable of building very simplistic structures at that time. What I think is back before the millennial reign of Christ happened, there was a lot more technology that we would consider even today as insanely amazing. They'd have their own kind of electrical system, their own kind of internet, their own kind of electrical vehicles and cars. Their cars would run on like ether energy. They probably had some kind of transhuman thing. They probably had computers and machines. They probably had all sorts of technology that we don't even have today. And if we do have it today, that's what we're slowly getting trickled down into our system as we go from this people that is kind of coming through the millennial reign of Christ, being either left behind, like survivors having babies, and then that's who we are, or perhaps people that are resurrected in the first resurrection since the millennial reign of Christ, and you know, we're given a second chance of like, we were in. I learned about this from Hijacker on Understanding Conspiracies channel, but I'm getting sidetracked. You can go look into all this. I'll probably make more videos about it. I've started fresh on my YouTube channel. I've got a lot of people on here that have been following me for a while, and they know me as a musician. But I don't care. What was I getting at? The thing about the millennial reign of Christ, that come up when I was researching on YouTube through a channel called Exploring Tartaria. These videos don't actually exist anymore. It's very weird. I went to look them up and they're gone. All of them are gone. And I found it again a couple of months ago, maybe 2 months ago, on one of those like not fake, but like Vimeo kind of knockoff YouTube channels. Like, I can't remember what it was called. Like, not leaks, not something leaks. What was it? I can't remember what the video is called, but if you look up Exploring Tartaria, Saints or something, and you look that up on Google, you should find a couple of the videos that someone re-uploaded. And I was going through all that and watching those videos, and it blew my mind. It was the first time I'd heard of this, and it instantly made me feel like now the Bible makes sense. All of that I read in the Bible makes sense now. Like, the 144,000 have already been here. The 2 witnesses have already been there. The Antichrist already arose. Namely, what's his name? I can't remember his name. Oh, Nero, yeah. Nero came. And then he apparently died, but then he came back again, and yeah, it's all kind of out there to see. Although they hit it really well, but God always saves a remnant, and sometimes the remnant is just too onto it, and they find out the truth. We had the Cabbage Patch Kids in the 1800s. We had the orphan trains. This is all after the millennial reign of Christ, which was the most likely reason these buildings were so beautiful and divine, is because they had technology and they had saints literally shaping and building these things. And then they left a mega amount of things. They upheld this whole ecosystem, animals. They pretty much shaped out the whole of planet Earth, or plain Earth, or whatever you want to say, for the people that would be inhabiting the place for years to come. And then we multiplied and we got Earth where it is today. And yeah, I'm starting to think that little season is literally just a season out of the 1,000 years, and that would be 250 years, and that would make next year the 250th year. So I find that very, very mind blowing. Yeah, so maybe Satan was freed on the summer of 1776, and that's when we declared independence. The Statue of Liberty, like Lucifer, and for some reason, the Statue of Liberty, or for some reason, has a broken chain around his foot and a crown, seven horns or whatever, and the torch, the light bearer. You know what I'm saying? The encompassing of the camp of the saints seems to be just around the corner when you have Donald J. Trump trying to build a base in Greenland, which is near the North Pole, which is roundabouts the way to kingdom. If you look at the old world maps, some of them have a floating city right in the middle of the map. Right in the middle of the map is a floating city. And 4 rivers that flow from each direction: north, east, south, and west. It's exciting times. When this comes around, the world's going to be in chaos. It'll be very trippy. They'll probably kick CERN into overdrive. You'll have interdimensionals. You'll have UFOs in the sky. We'll say they're unidentified and it's an alien attack, but really, it's a whole play. They're going to have holograms in the sky. They're going to have crazy things, and if we do see the holy city of Jerusalem in the sky, they're going to say it's aliens that are attacking. They're going to be able to sculpt a way into making us believe that it's our enemy and that we have to attack Jesus and the saints. All of us that are selected and chosen and who have the seal of God in our foreheads, we are going to join them, I reckon, either through death in not bowing a knee to Baal, or by literally getting beamed up and meeting him in the holy city. But I believe that they've kind of put this idea of the rapture into the human consciousness so that the people that believe in the rapture and, you know, this falling away that's happened because of the rapture, because it's obviously not written about in the Bible, and I'm probably not explaining this the best, but the reason they put all that into like the general consciousness of civilization is just to make people not expect it when it comes, when the aliens are attacked. I don't know how to explain this. I'm just trying to put some seeds in your head to look into this. Is there anything else? No, I don't think so. But yes, I'd say that we're in the little season of Satan, and many are going to be deceived, and I believe the Christians are the most deceived, the ones that are religious. You know, repent from some stuff and see if you get this mark as well, because I have a feeling that's the goal. That's what we want to do in order to have access to this kingdom. I think you need the seal to get in. And I'll have a lot more to say on this in future videos. You have a wonderful day. To my current subscribers, I'm probably not going to be making music anymore. Got more important stuff to do. A bit busy and preoccupied these days. I'll see you later.